Hi boys and girls, welcome back to school. Things are going to look a little bit different when you do come in. So I just want to show you around our classroom so you get a good feel when you do come back in the fall. So if you notice, our desks are spaced apart. The chairs have to be 6 feet apart just based on our rules and regulations for COVID. You will each get your own Chromebook and your own bin of supplies. So if you notice, there's crayons, you have your own calculator, your own ruler, and any other school supplies that you want to keep in here. Unfortunately, we can't share with each other, so any personal items can go in your bin as well. We will always have extra masks in case you forget yours. So they're the disposable masks, or you can bring your own cloth mask from home.
So welcome to the middle school classroom. As you enter, you'll notice that we have a hand washing station, and we have our hand sanitizer. As you walk in, you'll see that the desks are 6 feet apart. All of our desks are facing front, and each desk has a little bin that will have all your supplies in it so that everyone has their own supplies. And if you walk over here, we also will have a water bottle for each student, and each student will have their own Chromebook.
So in our district-based classrooms, you will see something very similar to what you see in this classroom. We're going to have our desks 6 feet apart, as you can see right here. All desks will be facing forward. You will be required to put hand sanitizer on once you enter and exit the rooms. They will be right near the door. Masks are required at all times, so make sure those masks are on and over your nose. As for classes that you may push out to usually in the regular year, you will have the option to participate virtually, whether you are Zooming into classes or logging on Google Classroom. That will be implemented into your schedule.
So as you can see, we have a new hand sanitizing station in the classroom. So make sure that when you leave the classroom and when you come back into the classroom, you are using the hand sanitizer. We also have a hand washing poster here. So make sure that when you do wash your hands, you're using warm water and soap and you count to 20. Or you can wash your hands to the tune of happy birthday. We do have some masks in the classroom as well, just in case you do forget your mask. They are disposable, and when you put it on, you want to make sure that you take the loops, stick them behind your ear, and make sure that you're covering both your nose and your mouth. When you take off the mask, you want to make sure that you don't pull on the nose. You want to remove from behind the ears. Also, we don't want to share masks, just to protect yourself and the classmates and the staff in the classroom. So as you can see, our desks are set up in the classroom 6 feet apart. So make sure that you are social distancing at all times. As you can see, we are 6 feet apart here. And also when we're walking in the hallway, make sure that you're keeping a safe distance as well.
If you look, we have our floor marked so that when we line up to go somewhere, we can be 6 feet apart.
As another protective measure, don't be surprised if throughout the day you see staff members wearing a face shield over their mask.
So when you're at the Cortlandville campus, you'll see that we have signs throughout our building to remind everyone of our protocols and procedures during this time. Reminders for covering coughs and sneezes, washing your hands as frequently as possible, remaining socially distanced, and always remembering to wear a mask as you're moving throughout the building.
This year you might notice some different routines in using the restroom. We're only allowing 2 people to use the restroom at a time this year. You also might see some of the sinks blocked off in the bathrooms to allow 6 feet between people. Also, remember to wash your hands whenever leaving the restroom.
This is our new drinking fountains. The ones we will have look a little bit different. The back will be the same, but we will not have this front part. You will be provided a water bottle, or you can bring in your own, whatever you'd like, and you'll just stick it underneath and the sensor will activate it and the water will come down right into your water bottle.
Middle school students will receive a prepackaged breakfast and lunch that'll be brought to them in their middle school classroom.
So special areas will look a little bit different this year. For gym, we have to stay 12 feet apart. If the weather's nice, we can go outside and do activities. But when the weather's a little colder and maybe rainy, we have to stay inside and do more stationary activities like yoga and things that we can do in our own space. For art, Mr. Clemens will either be coming to your classroom or zooming in, and you will have your own art supplies in your own box that you can use, so it'll just be you touching your materials and we won't have to share. For music, Miss Davis is going to be either zooming into your classroom and doing it from her room, and you'll have the materials that you need in your classroom, or she will be coming around to your class and doing music with you in your room.
For arrival and dismissal, students will be able to enter through different entrances. Elementary will have their own entrance, as well as middle and high school having separate entrances. A staff member for BOCES will meet each bus as it arrives and help students to get off the bus one at a time and remain socially distanced throughout their arrival and dismissal.